Hello, and good evening, everybody. It is another week of Mase Radio. It's your girl, JeroslynDiva. I am live in studio. Alex T.212 got some work-related issues to handle.
He's out for the day.
He's out for the day, but he's still here in spirit.
Absolutely.
I am back from my Vegas vacation. I'm going to, of course, tell you all about why I think everyone should add Vegas to their to-do list because it's just so awesome. Oh, gosh. I had so much fun.
Oh, man, don't tell me that.
Sexy bodies, sexy everything.
Women or male bodies you talking about?
Both.
Oh, okay.
There was a whole bunch of Denzels from like 1990 in there. The old Denzel.
Oh, I was about to say, not
Uncle Denzel. Not Uncle Denzel. The old Denzel. Like the Malcolm X Denzel.
By the way, those memes are still on 100 right
First
now.
of all, those memes about that somebody's child, they're really funny, but it is a bit cool.
Oh, no, I did see that.
That grown-looking baby.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
But they did one where it was like the grown-looking baby, and it was like, "Hello, Pastor," and then it's Uncle Denzel face talking about Shirley, when you coming back to church? Y'all ain't right.
Yeah, y'all ain't right for that.
Cut it out with those memes about that little baby, because that's somebody's baby now.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
So today on this show we have Los Angeles-based rapper and songwriter Tyran Brown. If you haven't heard of Tyran Brown, we're introducing him to you today. He is mentored by Malik Yusuf, who is a good music artist. He has a 5-time Grammy Award winner.
Right.
And Tyran Brown is his protege. Tyran Brown already has songwriting credits on Wiz Khalifa's songs. He has opened for Kendrick Lamar, Too Short, Eric Bellinger, a lot of West Coast acts he is.
So he out here. He out here.
So you better pay respect. And we're going to talk more about him and even figure out, for all you aspiring rappers out there, how was he able to get someone like Malik Yusuf as his mentor? How was he able to get, song credits for Wiz Khalifa, get his songs on movie soundtracks? It's time to educate and elevate yourselves. All that and more. We're going to be talking about the upcoming NBA Finals that start this Thursday. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm a new sports fan, but this one is like a really good playoff.
You're a new sports fan.
I don't really know a lot about
that's all right,
sports.
though. I always find it. I still like when women. They engage themselves in the sports. You don't got to know all the stats or anything like that, but you're still tolerant of
I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I'll let you know those thing or twos that I know. We'll also be talking about the controversial Vanity Fair cover with Caitlyn Jenner, the emergence of Caitlyn Jenner. And as you can already see, there's a little, she is facing a lot of backlash right now, really coming out as the first major celebrity to come out as a transgender and do this transformation in front of America. It's a pretty bold move. So we'll talk about that and more. Nick Young, the Lakers played horribly this season, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna just get married. So he proposed to his girlfriend. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And people are really coming at Jay-Z with Tidal right now. And they're saying Bloomberg Business Week wrote a piece as to why Jay-Z's Tidal is failing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now granted, we all love Jay-Z and we want to see a black business succeed.
Absolutely.
But Jay-Z also released a photo recently with all of the Tidal staff, and none of them are black. So we'll talk about all that and more as well. Is Jay-Z really down for the artists?
For the people?
And for the people, even though all the money ain't going, they're going to the Swedish people that don't really look like us folk.
Right.
All that and more. But let's get into some new music. We got Little Mama Sausage.
God. Oh, my Lord.
Y'all ain't right.
Oh, my
Listen, Lord. Little Mama, I support you. I support Little Mama, okay? And I've supported her from day one because I feel like Little Mama has stayed true to her brand.
Shout out Little Mama, yo.
Now, granted, everything about this song is biting off of popular culture. It's biting off of social media trends. It's biting off of previous songs, nursery rhymes. I can't really say there's too much originality to this song, but I'm just glad that Little Mama is not giving up.
Really?
We'll never forget.
So you're giving her E for effort?
I'm giving her E for effort. Because I feel like since she came out with this song, the video with her hopping on stage with Jay-Z has gotten about
I did look at that again.
100,000 views.
Wow,
now
it is true.
She'll never let up.
That's a great point. I did actually, after I watched the video, I did look at the Jay-Z
and
thing.
So did my boyfriend, and that's why. And I'm sure everyone else did that. So poor Little Mama. At least you're still out here trying.
It just reiterated how terrible she looked that day. I'm sorry. It was a bad move.
Let's
that wasn't you,
Little
Johnny.
Mama track, Sausage.
Oh, boy. All right.
Okay, so I actually was gonna tell Priest to turn off the song, but he said we'll play it while we talk.
We could let it rock for a little bit.
I really didn't even realize how bad that song was.
Yo, listen.
It is a horrible song. I didn't realize she
that was she went the Nicki Minaj route. Yeah.
She tried. She was reaching.
Yeah, she was.
That was a
really
major
hard.
reach.
Here's the deal. Anybody who was in that studio while she was recording this song
should have stopped her.
I mean, there's no way you could sit there on that studio couch, look at her making that song and say to yourself, yo, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
There's no way you believe you didn't believe it. She doesn't believe it. Well, she does believe it, and shout out to her she has a lot of courage. She has a Caitlyn Jenner courage.
You already know if that girl stepped on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, had no business on that stage, and she just stepped up on there and posed with them at the end.
Yeah, it was a bad look.
You never forget this.
that was bad.
Posed with them at the end. This is a girl who don't give a damn what anybody got
with the man face.
Well, you know what they're saying.
You know, sir. Yeah, I did see
that little Bow
Wow
is Little Mama, and you've never seen them in the room together, and it's actually true. It's actually true.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna go there, man. But
listen. So listen, we got Tyran Brown. He's about to call into the studio.
Right.
LA-based rapper. I already see him.
So we can stop the song though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
No. But even back to that song. Okay. So here's the thing. You know, I run a blog. Sometimes I especially with the music, like I'll just hurry up and put it out on the website.
Right.
Like I don't have time. So I listened to the first half of the song and I was watching the video.
Right.
And at the end of the day, she's cute. She's always dancing.
Right.
So I was just like, yo, like, you know what? Everybody stop hating on Little Mama. Like,
right. Okay.
Yo, but then you just played the song and I was like, oh.
She said, whoa.
Oh, I get it now.
I think, and the saddest part of like somebody was doing the Harlem Shake. I was like, wait a minute. This is 2003. What's going on here?
And they had apparently Ed Hardy's back out.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Red white monkey jeans.
Yeah. Listen, she's brave.
Little Mama, we give you all the props.
Kudos to her, man. Yeah. Good job.
She tried it, girl.
She tried your best.
So now let's talk about
let's do it.
Today's Wednesday.
Right.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
That's right. And what's Thursday?
Game 1.
There you have it.
Yes.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
It's actually getting heated. Yesterday I brought up the topic. People are like arguing, like it got into a heated debate over who's going for who.
Really?
If you do want to call us up, 516-90-2278.
Right.
Sound off. Let us know who you're going for and why.
Right.
I'm going to explain my piece.
Okay, go ahead.
Then you can go.
Okay.
Now, I always go for the underdog. I'm not a huge sports fan. It's new to me. You know, I'm in a committed relationship, so you already know. It's just what you have to do. You got to get into it. And so I finally learned that Steph Curry is not Mike Bibby. And once I realized that,
not all light-skinned people are the same. Yeah, Steph Curry's not Drake. Like, sorry.
And then of course everyone loves his daughter now. So I feel like a lot of people now are going for the Warriors for all the wrong reasons.
All right.
However, I do always go for the underdog. And when you look at both teams, it's like, damn, they're both the underdog. The Warriors have not won. They won once in 1970.
Yeah, right.
Cavaliers have never won.
They haven't won any championships. The city of Cleveland hasn't won since 1964.
Okay, so now that's one strike as to why I'm going for Cleveland.
All right, good for you.
Then also too, LeBron, I just feel like he's always worked really hard. I watched that documentary on his life as a little boy, just always working hard. This is what he wanted.
Fair enough.
Who wouldn't go to Miami at the end of the day if you had an offer to leave Akron, Ohio? Like, come on, why not? He did it, and he went back home. And I feel like, then they Kyrie.
Yeah, absolutely. Got Kevin Love, got all that stuff. Yeah.
And just because overall the Cleveland, the city, the Cleveland of city.
Yeah, the Cleveland of city.
The city of Cleveland, I feel like they could use a little uplift.
Well, they need it. Well, I mean, obviously you had the
California wins everything.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in Cleveland, especially with recent news being the cop was acquitted. And things
for
going on.
Tamir Rice?
No, it was for a different. Oh, that was the one. This cop was acquitted just for he feared for his life. Other officers shot, I believe, 40 shots into a vehicle. I'm sorry, 137 shots. But then one specific officer jumped on the hood of a vehicle and shot 15 more times because he feared for his life. Right.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, he feared for his life.
So obviously, and Cleveland is just it's not one of those paradise cities, so to say. I mean, it's very. I
feel like it's always gray.
Yeah, I don't think the sun never shines.
I don't even know if
it's like it reminds me of Far Rockaway, but that's a different story.
Damn.
But it's I'm rooting for LeBron. I look, the guy left for Miami, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. I think the simple fact that he decided to come back, and if he's able to bring a championship to that city, would mean a whole lot. Not just, for him and just for that city would just be so huge. So I'm rooting for LeBron. I like Kyrie. I like Stephen Curry. I think he's dope. Yeah. But I just think he's
good. I also heard something too. This is like my inside basketball news scoop because this is clearly something I would never know.
Okay.
The whole switch up they did with the Warriors with the coach.
Right. Oh, yes, right. Mark Jackson. And Steve Kerr.
They fired the black guy, gave the white guy the job, even though everyone who's on the Warriors right now is because of Mark Jackson.
Right.
So now if they do win, all the credit kind of goes to
Steve Kerr.
Which
is kind of, the whole issue with that was Mark Jackson is a very religious person. I don't know if you ever saw the video, but he was in a corner in LA preaching or whatever. And apparently he didn't get along with a lot of front office people. So thus they decided to get rid of him.
Can't be a Jesus freak in Hollywood.
Yeah. It was just, he kind of rubbed people the wrong way. I don't know if it was just because of the religious purposes or what have you, but it's just an unfortunate situation.
Devil's always busy, y'all.
Right, the devil's always busy.
So that's pretty much where we're at right now. I was even with some people from the West Coast this past weekend. Of course, they're going for the Warriors. Right. So everybody is kind of split up half and half. All in all, this is still going to be an amazing playoff.
Right.
I'm just glad it's not like I was thinking it might have been Atlanta and San Antonio.
No, that would have been terrible. Nobody would have watched that.
No one.
Nobody would have.
No one. These are two good, hardworking teams that actually really deserve this, and it's going to be.
I think it's going to be a competitive series. I think it's going to be great, worth watching, and anytime you have LeBron in the finals, it's worth watching. So
exactly. All right, so
let's get to this next story.
Let's get to the next story.
Oh boy.
All right. It's okay.
Actually, you know what? Which picture should I start out with?
Wait 1 second, because I think this is the artist now.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's get to this. Let's get to this story here. Mr. Caitlyn. Well, Mrs. Caitlyn Jenner. She has revealed herself for the first time this week in the cover of Vanity Fair. A lot of people are calling her a hero, calling her her decision bold and courageous, and it's breaking new ground. Not only in it's tough. It's tough for me to comment on this.
He can call in. Yeah, he can call in right now.
Yeah, tell him to call in. Right, breaking new ground.
Look,
Jeroslyn, you take this over. I can't.
Yeah. One, because I'm not a homophobe. Okay,
Right.
because I think a lot of men, and I don't even think men realize that you're being homophobic when you say these things. So I'm actually gonna go to all right. Someone actually said, "Fuck it, I'd hit it." Another person said, they're calling him a bati boy.
Right.
They're saying, one second, because I really don't want to misquote some of you guys, because it's crazy. These guys are it's more upset men than it is females. Right. And I personally just feel at the end of the day.
Do you care? I mean, as a woman, do you even care, or is this just,
Of course I care. I feel as though that it's still a whole entire generation. Not generation, a culture. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are committing suicide. A lot of them are hating themselves or killing themselves. We're from New York, so we're a little bit more open-minded. We see transgenders all the time, men that you can tell are men dressed like women. We see it all the time. Bruce Jenner is the first one to come out and say, this is who I am, on top of the fact that he is a major, major celebrity. And I think that's what's bothering people. A lot of people are also upset. They feel as though we're praising it. The fact that he's about to get the Arthur Ashe Award, he's on the line. So the fact that he's about to get the Arthur Ashe Award, people are like, oh, what did he do that's so courageous? Why does he deserve the Arthur Ashe Award?
And here's the problem with that. So you have a girl by the name of Lauryn Hill who recently passed away from brain cancer. And so, a lot of people are saying that she's more deserving of the award than him because, this is a girl who knew she was going to die. Still put herself out there, still raised a lot of money for the cause of brain cancer. And anytime you're dealing with a situation like this, it's always tough. Last year you had Stuart Scott, who was dealing with cancer, and he unfortunately passed away. But, and I can see why I'm a little bit upset about it because to me, I understand ESPN is such a big company, all right? Are they doing this because they actually want to shed light on the issue, or they're doing this for the ratings? Because everybody's going to watch his acceptance speech. So,
but see, that's where it comes down to the issues of the network. It still does not come down to his story. I'm sorry. What he's doing is brave. He could have continued to do what he was doing, which was stealing his daughter's dresses and hiding who it was, for the simple fact that he came out in interviews and just is telling people, look, this is who I am. This is who I've always wanted to be. And then he's allowing you to see this transition that as a man, I know a lot of men that are gay that they don't even want to admit that they're gay. Right. Now you're admitting that you think you're a woman, even though you are a man.
I'm not denying that.
Going into mental health issues.
I believe it is brave. I think it's courageous. I just think that, because here's the problem, then why do the reality show with the same network that is exploiting the Kardashians? You see what I'm saying?
That's where it gets controversial just because of his affiliation.
Right. Like, that's where I have a question, because if it's legitimate, then I'd just make speeches everywhere. I don't know if I would make a circus, and I don't know if it's going to be a circus, but. So
let me just read some of these comments. When did playing with your hormones, growing breasts, become courageous and not mean that you're a freak of nature?
That's offensive.
And this one guy, this is what I'm saying. And this guy, Bruce, is an Olympian. He's been playing with hormone pills all his life. He knows exactly what he's doing, and y'all are eating it up.
No, I know. Listen, the guy genuinely.
Someone said he hasn't done anything on the Arthur Ashe level. Someone said nobody is a better person for giving a shit about Bruce Jenner's mangina. Get over it. He's not going to give you millions for being his buddy. Right. Let's talk about minorities getting arrested for leg spreading on the train.
Which is a huge issue in New York City at the moment. But
so what I did notice, though, a lot more men are upset about it than women. So
I mean, I'm not upset about it. Like I said, I truly believe it is brave what he's doing. I think it's ballsy, no pun intended, to do what he's doing. I just think that the aftermath of what he does after this will say a lot. If this reality show is a legitimate reality show where he's actually sitting down with other transgendered people who are dealing with issues and they're actually talking one-on-one.
Shed light.
If you have a sit down with, and then really exploit the issues that are going on with in the transgender community. Don't make it Keeping Up with the Kardashians part
mangina.
B. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it be a legitimate reality show.
So it is obviously a controversial topic. Everybody has something to say about how they feel. At the end of the day, I I am an extreme liberal, which is why I live in New York. I believe just let everybody live their fucking life as long as they're not bothering you. Do your thing. So we got Tyran Brown on the phone. He's still on the phone, right?
Yeah, Tyra, you're there?
Yeah, what up?
How you doing?
Oh gosh, you sound so Cali. I hear it.
You are. I know that.
I hear that accent. So, all right. So we have Tyran Brown on the phone. We're actually going to get into your music. We're going to play one of your songs right now. And when we come back from this song, we're going to chop it up. And, you know, we're going to get to know more about Tyran Brown. So right now we're going to play Tyran Brown's Want You Back. And this is off the new mixtape, correct? Hard Work.
No. My mixtape, Hard Work, that was my last project I put out. I have an EP coming out next Tuesday called Book of Tyran. This is
Book of Tyran. I love the name. So this one going up is Want You Back is coming off of the Book of Tyran mixtape that drops next week. So we're going to get to that right now. And we'll be right back.
Let's get to it.
Want you back. Want you back. Want you back. Want you back. What up, little mama? I know it's been a while, and when we run into each other, we pretend to smile like it's good, but we both know that it isn't though. Them lonely nights be so cold that it miserable. All the things that I could have said, all the stuff that I should have done was interesting to me, as I never thought that you would have run away from me and make me see myself in your position. You told me how you felt, but I ain't listen. I'm selfish, I'm admitting that, but getting back your love is not a mission. Cause it's all in the action, it ain't just about intention. And without you, I do acknowledge each night and day. So I guess I just had to swallow my pride and say, want you back, want you back. I need you in my life, baby. Want you back, want you back. Wait, take a second and let it sink in. I'm pretty sure I already know what you're thinking.
Yeah, this nigga come with them games again. I'm into it enough. He just playing it, ain't no changing him.
But hold up, baby, just look into my eyes. Give me a chance to show, and I bet you be took you by surprise. I realize it ain't easy and you're burning up with hate. But I promise that I learn from my mistakes. Ain't concerned with what they say. Cause I know your friends is gonna talk about the past, but all I ask is for you to try to flush it out. I know going back and forth is unhealthy, but I ain't going nowhere until the moment that you tell nowhere. Want you back, want you back. 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 Want you back, want you back.
All right, Tyran.
Yeah.
Dope. Love it.
Dope.
Love the sound.
You a woman, so how did that make you feel?
Oh, it made me feel sexy. It made me feel sexy. It made me feel, you know, like when that feeling you get when you're cuddling, you know, when you're cuddling while you know, sipping a glass of wine, real smooth.
Okay.
Real smooth like
that.
I'm
trying to cuddle with y'all.
Yeah. And then it's like, and especially us New York girls, we love Cali boys, love the accent, love it. Hey. So it's like so it's like you got the smooth on the hook, and then you know, then you come in with that Cali swag in the middle.
Jocelyn, you all right? You okay?
I'm having a little flashback. Sorry, I was just in right. I I'll be there. I'm gonna be in New York soon. I was just in Vegas last week. I was meeting all these Cali boys. They so cute. I like your little accents.
Well, I appreciate that, baby.
Yeah, but also too, I'm going through your Instagram. Like you're everywhere. You're all over. So you're not under Good Music, but you work with Malik Yusuf. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So that Good Music, that's definitely always fam, and that's still fam. But yeah, so I got introduced to Malik Yusuf in 2012, and then he brought me around the whole Good Music staff when they were working on the Cruise Summer project.
Yeah.
That's the album that had Mercy and Click on it.
Exactly.
So I got to be on the East Coast with y'all, with them. I was in New York with them twice while they were working on the album.
Oh,
and also in New Orleans while they were working on it. So I got to be hip hop, no ID, like their whole staff.
That's so
and all
dope.
of that.
How were you able to get, introduced to him? Like what were you already out there grinding and putting a lot of music out there that somebody introduced you to Malik? How was that able to happen?
So what happened out here in Hollywood, actually where I'm at right now, I'm about to go up to Revoke TVs right here in Hollywood.
Okay.
They had an expo. It's called you guys know what ASCAP is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm with ASCAP. I just got paid by them last week. Holla.
I feel you.
So they have their expo that they do out here in Hollywood every year. This was 2012. One of my songs got selected to be critiqued on the panel. And Malik wasn't on that panel, but Malik was a keynote speaker at one of the events there. And so I guess he had heard my song. He liked my song or whatever.
That's so dope.
Yeah, and then so I went up to introduce myself to him, and while I was talking, he cut me off in the middle of talking. He was like, "Yeah, all that BS is cool, but rap though. Let me hear you rap." So he put me on the spot. So I spit for him or whatever. He liked it. He was like, "Yeah, you dope, you a beast." I didn't think much of it. I thought he was just giving me the runaround.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me his Twitter and all of that. I thought he was just giving me the runaround. But then like a month later, he DM'd me his personal cell phone number.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we chopped it up. And then he was like, yeah, I'm in LA all the time. I'll be in LA all the time. So that BET Awards weekend, 2012, I was with him. I was with Jeremiah. Like I was just with a bunch of people from Good Music.
What did that feel like? What did that feel like going from trying to put yourself out there to now you're there? You're at the BET Awards. Just from meeting one person. How that transition? How did you handle all of that?
Well, you know what? I'm born and raised in LA on the West Coast, and also went to college in Vegas. So yeah. I've been around celebrities forever. So
okay,
it was never that crazy. But you want to know who I got starstruck when I met? and it's so crazy. Just a second. It's so crazy. I never knew I would look up to this person, but so at the ASCAP Awards that year, I met Sidney Poitier.
Oh wow,
that's major.
Yeah. And like I said, I never been like a super. All right, cool. My bad, I'm parking, y'all.
No, we thought you were ordering some chicken or something, bro.
Yeah, no. I never been a super fan of Sidney Poitier or nothing like that, but just his presence alone.
Ooh, powerful.
Like he just had that presence, and I went and introduced myself to him, and so he was like, "So what do you do, young man?" I was like, I'm an artist and songwriter. He said, but you're more than that. You have a responsibility. You have a God-given.
Ooh.
He just like bestowed responsibility on me, and I was just like,
that
wow.
just sounds amazing.
Yeah. So, but I think
the phone is breaking up a little bit, Tyran.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can hear you.
So that.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
See, that's what happens when you start parking places.
Yeah,
ain't
when you
supposed to
park,
be.
yeah, you under a tree or something, your phone is going out.
Yeah, he's breaking up.
It's like you're breaking up.
Try to call us back in about 5 minutes, all right? Call us back in 5 minutes, all right, bro?
All
right. We'll try that again.
Yeah, I think it's the West Coast trees.
Yeah, that's I don't know where he was parking there, but someplace he ain't supposed to be.
I wish I could meet Sidney Poitier.
That's major though. Like,
yeah,
I'd be intimidated.
Yeah, but
hello,
even,
young man.
Yeah, right. And even from him just telling me what Sidney Poitier said to him, it made me feel like I was there.
Right.
Like, imagine if Sidney Poitier said that to me.
He's major.
Right?
That's beyond.
And then also too, what I'm gathering, just if you're an aspiring artist, if you're listening to what he's saying, he was not afraid to put himself out there.
Absolutely.
He's not afraid to walk up to people and introduce himself.
Right.
He's putting his music out there. He's performing at these showcases. That's putting him in front of the right people, the right people that are leading him to more people and more opportunities.
Right.
So it's like,
that's the way you got to do it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be out there on your grind, people.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just expect it from your bedroom and people knock on your
SoundCloud. They think I got SoundCloud.
I'm good.
YouTube.
Good.
I'm done.
Got Twitter. Facebook.
That's it.
Done.
Everybody listening to my stuff.
I'm good.
I'm the illest.
Right.
It's not happening that way. He had to go up. He had to literally walk up to people. He had to perform. He had to spit freestyles on the spot. It's all of that and more. That's how Big Sean got with
Kanye. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get. You want to get to the other Tyran joint? Let's see if we get him back.
Yeah, let's see if we can get him back. Actually, let's go ahead. Just play. Did I put Travis Scott on there, Mama Cita?
Yeah, you did put Travis Scott.
Let's put Travis. It kind of matches his sound too.
Okay,
and then I'm gonna try to call those people back.
All right, Sunday morning. Oh, well, wrong show. Sorry. Moving along.
All right, we're back. Do we got Tyran back on the line?
Yeah, we back on the line.
We
out
back?
Of the parking garage.
So that's what happened.
Oh, you were in a parking garage.
Yeah.
Come on, Tyran. Now you already know.
Sidney Poitier would not be happy with that.
All right, come on now. Sidney Poitier would have been like, son, get out of the parking garage. So yeah, we were actually talking a little bit more about that story because that was actually an amazing story. And what I was just saying, we're here on the East Coast. And on the East Coast, I don't know if it's the same way on the West Coast, but over here, like literally everybody is an aspiring rapper, wants to be a rapper, has dreams of that. And Nature, yeah. And just listening to the story so far, because we still have a lot more questions for you. But it's like what I get from what you were saying was that you were not afraid to put yourself out there. You were not afraid to go up to people and introduce yourself and talk to them and perform at showcases and see how to put yourself out there. And it led you to the right people and the right opportunities.
I mean, yeah, that's the way. That's the way to do anything in life. Not just music or not just entertainment. Anywhere. If you working at Best Buy and you wanna be a manager, then when the district manager comes in, introduce yourself and speak it into existence. That's how you put yourself on people's radar. So,
that's right. So now you had mentioned that you graduated from the University of Nevada,
Las Vegas.
Ow. So you went to college in Vegas. What was that like?
Man, it was everything you could probably imagine. A lot of fun, a lot of parties, a lot of gambling,
a lot of
bad decisions,
a lot of
women.
All right, but we're gonna get to hear it. We're gonna get to hear it on the new mixtape, I assume, on the Book of Tyran.
Yeah, I touched on it a little bit, but that was a few years back. So
now your first mixtape was called Road to the Riches. The second mixtape was Hard Work, and now it's the Book of Tyran. What do you when you're naming your mixtape, and where do you get the inspiration from, the names, and what's the meaning behind it?
Okay, my very first mixtape, Road to the Riches. So, and this might shock y'all with me coming from LA, but my favorite rapper of all time is Nas, right?
Yeah.
One of Nas' biggest inspirations was Cool G Rap.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first, being a student of the game, I'm like, Cool G Rap was a little bit before my time, but I used to hear Nas just speak about him so much. And so the first Cool G Rap song I ever listened to was called Road to the Riches. So I just kind of just always told myself, like, the first mixtape I put out, like, I'm gonna just kind of pay homage.
That's so dope.
If it wasn't for Cool G Rap, there would have been no Nas. If it was no Nas, there would have been no me. So
I love that. You going far.
And then,
you going far, boy. You going far.
and then my second project, Hard Work. All right. So Malik Yusef actually chose he chose that title, and where he was coming from with that was, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Malik Yusef, but he's a former drug dealer from Chicago, and and they call drugs work, and then crack is hard, So he was basically saying, like, I'm not dealing drugs no more. He was like, I'm not putting drugs out to the public no more. I'm putting this artist out. He's like, Tyran, you my new hard work.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah.
And so now the Book of Tyran. Yeah. How'd you get that name? It kind of sounds biblical.
I was just conceptualizing ideas, and I always kind of tell people, like, don't put me in a, like, my life has, like, many different chapters to it. Like, I'm not always just in one frame of mind. Like, I'm not always happy. Yeah. I'm not always sad. I don't always want to be in a relationship. You know, so
when's your birthday? What's your zodiac sign?
Oh, I'm a Gemini.
Oh,
so
boy, there you
gosh.
go. So your birthday's did your birthday just pass or it's coming up?
No, it just passed. It was about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
so,
I dated a Gemini before.
I mean,
y'all crazy.
Yeah, exactly. We crazy. So, you know, so I just said, you know, my life, there's many chapters in my life. I've been through many things. I've been through many phases in my life. And I'm not extremely religious, but I am very spiritual.
Me too.
So, you know, I just kind of played off of that. Like, you know, this is the book of my life that I'm presenting to the world.
I love it. So now you've opened up for acts such as Kendrick Lamar, Too Short, legendary Too Short. I just saw Too Short in Vegas last week. Eric Bellinger, you've co-headlined with Ty Dolla. What is it like? What was that like for you?
Well, I grew Ty Dolla and Kendrick together, and then so I'll start with the Too Short one. With the Too Short, it was a dope experience for me just because, you know, I mean, he's I don't know how y'all look at him on the East Coast, but out here on the West, like, we look up to Too Short. He's a legend to us. So it was just a very great experience. You know, that was my second show that I ever performed. You know, I went on first, so the crowd wasn't really that big, but everybody that came out specifically to see me, they enjoyed themselves. And I gained a few new fans that night, so
of course,
that was a dope experience.
And now
with Kendrick,
with Kendrick and
Ty Dolla, both of those, it was the same kind of circumstance. So Kendrick, this was in 2011. Ty Dolla and Casey Veggies, that was 2013. And this is both of them. Like it was right when they were at the brink of to getting into where they are now.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick had all the critical acclaim. He put out his mixtape.
Yeah.
He had the Rigor Mortis song out. Like, he was all the hip hop blogs were talking about him. So that show, like, the whole city came out. And I went on stage directly before Schoolboy Q. And so the crowd popping, like,
that's so dope.
That was one of my most memorable performances ever.
And you don't get nervous? Do you get nervous before these performances?
No. I haven't been nervous since my kindergarten talent show when I froze on stage.
That was the last time. You was like, that's it.
Yeah, that was the last and only time.
And now tell us, because you have writing credit on Wiz Khalifa's song "Fall Asleep." How did that work out?
Yes.
How does that even happen? Like, how does that happen? Because it's like, some of us, like, we think, like, rappers write their songs, but then you hear about people having writing credits or that they wrote this verse for them.
And
how does that happen?
This is something I want to make very clear, because a lot of people get it misconstrued.
Okay.
I did not write Wiz Khalifa's raps.
Okay.
That's not what happened. So, but it's another crazy opportunity, and it's just about putting yourself in certain positions in certain circumstances. So, and this is back when I was on the run with good music or whatever. So I would just, I'll be in a bunch of studios and a bunch of sessions all the time. So it was these two producers from the East Coast. At the time, I didn't even know their names. A gentleman that was working with me at the time, he just put me in the studio with these producers. He was like, yeah, why don't y'all vibe out and see what y'all can come up with? So we worked on a few different songs. So that song came about, and I gave my insight and my input. I recorded 2 verses to it. Didn't think much of it. I didn't even hear. I'll be very honest with you. I didn't even hear Wiz Khalifa's second album when it came out. And then I got an email in 2013. No, matter of fact, in 2014, I got an email last year from a publishing company. They're like, yeah, we recognize that you haven't received payments for a song that you wrote on. They notified my father. And my dad called me one day. I was like, hey, did you do a song with Wiz Khalifa? I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, no. And then so my dad sent me that and sent me the song, and I listened to the song. I was like, oh, that's my song that I worked on. So I was just very fortunate. Like they could have basically robbed me. So basically,
wow.
the producers took my song and played it for Wiz Khalifa, and then he put his own twist. He put his own twist on it, and then the producers just gave me my credit for what I contributed to the song.
No, that is dope. I do want to let you know, like one of my sorority sisters is already in love with you. She's texting me right now.
Okay. Was it the cuddle song?
It was the cuddle song. It was the cuddle song, and it's also, I told you that we like your accent. We like the Cali.
Song.
We like the Cali swag over here. So I might slide you her number through your DM.
Really?
What's the word? You AKA?
Oh, how you know? Of course, I'm an AKA. First and the finest. You already know.
So you bougie with it.
No, I ain't bougie. I'm just pretty with it.
Oh man,
I'm just pretty with it. It's a.
Again, my homeboys from college is Catholic, so yeah.
Oh yeah, so they pretty. They you know the pretty connection. You already know. All right, Tyran, you are so dope. Like I was already a fan from researching you and now just speaking to you. Like I feel your spirit. You're very positive. You're focused. You're driven. You're so real.
Dope,
and honestly, that's all you need. Like that shit, you already on your way. Like you already got it.
just keep working hard, man. That's it.
The single, his first debut single, Going Up, went all the way up to number 3 on the college hip hop radio stations. You already got song credits. You had a song on the Gutshot Straight movie soundtrack with Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
You already got your Wikipedia page popping. You good.
Man, you know what's so crazy? Like sometimes I get so caught up and out here networking and grinding, I forget about my accomplishments. So
man.
For y'all to just even list that, I'm like, wow.
You already know. And when you come to the East Coast, hit us up because we would like you actually here in studio with us.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So when you so let us know what.
I'm just saying, when you get here, just please don't start cuddling. I mean,
don't
come
cuddle,
on, man, please.
It might happen. It might.
I'm gonna just pop up.
Just pop up. There you go. Just pop up.
Oh my God.
So we're all right. Everybody can follow him all on social media. Tyran Brown 247. Twitter, Instagram. Like he said, book a Tyran next week. It's out next week.
I'm definitely gonna check that out, man. Sounds dope.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. And when y'all do, please feel free to talk about it. Let me know what y'all think, man.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hit you up. I'm following you too. I'm following you on the Mase TV page, and then my personal Instagram is JeroslynDiva. So that means we're friends now. Okay.
Cuddle buddies.
Let's get it.
Don't be acting stush either. Okay, you got to have friends on the East Coast.
And don't be scared to introduce me to your sorority.
See, that's the move. That's the move right there.
Tyran is trying to slide up in those DMs. I hear you, Tyran. I really appreciate it. I love your spirit. You already know you got all the love here on the East Coast. We're gonna be bumping the book of Tyran. So just keep it going.
I love your spirit too. Keep going hard for Bruce Jenner. I heard you.
You ain't shit. Thank you for calling us up, Tyran.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right,
bye. He's too much.
That ain't even right.
He's too much. I really do. I really like him. I like his energy.
Yeah, man. He's dope.
So let's just let's get into his song Me, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get back, we'll chop it up a little bit more. And and I had a really juicy topic of discussion today. I got a lot of feedback on social media. When we get back, I'll tell you that.
All right.
I like this song.
Yeah, it's shit dope.
Me? It's catchy.
Yeah.
Again, so shout out to Tyran Brown at Tyran Brown 247. Make sure you follow him and support the movement. I really must say, I really do love what I do.
Yeah, man. You get to meet new people every day.
Yeah, we've been meeting some really dope people.
Yeah,
and busting this, how when I was in Vegas, I ran into Brittany T.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember I told her that I was going to Vegas, and she wasn't going to Vegas, and I saw her. She was in VIP at the Diddy pool party.
Really?
And like everybody's like, of course, looking at her because she got this long blue hair. And I know her personally. I'm like, look at me doing my thing.
Look at you networking out there.
You
say about this topic you got to bring up because
so the topic, it was actually a really good one, and I wanted to share some of the feedback because it was crazy. So Nicki Minaj recently was on the cover of Cosmo magazine, where she said that she demands an orgasm every time she has sex.
Every time.
I didn't even pose the question. I said, I think every woman should. I think every woman should demand an orgasm every time during sex, and even
during quickies.
Maybe not quickies.
Okay, I'm just making sure. All right.
But there's ways that you can get your little self off too while, he does his thing. However, but if you're able to have an orgasm every time, it's only right that a female does too. I have some orgasm pictures in there.
But you do.
Yes.
There they go. There they go.
So now you'll be surprised, some guy, and it was actually, this guy's kind of controversial. The same guy that just said the controversial comments about Caitlyn Jenner.
Right.
He said, and then females wonder why guys call them hoes.
No, that's what that makes. That
made no sense. Another guy said that's impossible.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So to me, in my opinion, if you are a man that does not feel comfortable giving a woman an orgasm every time during sex, it's probably because you don't know how to provide one.